Welcome to the first episode. If walls could talk, we just gonna give y'all the inside scoop how this prison shit really is. You feel me? They don't give you everything on.
I can get it.
That'd be the intro.
Yeah.
But nah, though, like, I ain't gonna cap. That bus ride, I think that made the decision that made my whole prison be the way it was.
And what was the bus ride?
I mean, like I say, it was an older bill, and he was just like basically like scaring. You know how motherfuckers do, like, you got niggas who ain't never been to the yard before ever. 18, 19, I think I was like 19, maybe 20. He like, oh yeah, he's shaking the white boys up to their skin. He like, oh boy, you ain't about to talk to grandma for about 2 weeks. White boys really. I'm like, damn, man. But you got niggas who done told me in the county that this shit kind of like, you feel me? So I'm like, damn. Niggas talk about I ain't about to use no phone. Niggas talk. I'm like, boy, ain't no way I'm about to do 5 years like this. You feel me? Like, ain't no way.
So basically, when you got on that bus, your mind was already made up. Like, you going there, so this what it is. Like,
yeah, I'm like, if I'm gonna do this time, I'm gonna do this time my way. You feel me? Like, ain't no reason for me to stop now. Like,
yeah.
I'm in here with savages. You feel me? You gotta adapt.
I don't think you really ever clicked that mode. I ain't seen you in that mode. Oh no!
I did make a lot of money on that yard without ever getting extorted.
Yeah.
I done seen a lot of niggas get extorted. Motherfucker ain't never come my way with that shit. And that's why I say it's how you carry yourself too. I had business etiquette.
We still try to trick you.
They will. They gon' trick you. They gon'. I got tricked right before I came home.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it just did take me a little minute to get right. I remember when I first came in that bitch, niggas like, yeah, man, come on, nigga, you in this bitch with us, goddamn, we good. This Fayetteville section right here, bitch, we got all the goddamn. I'm like, oh shit, they done tapped the goddamn white boy on the bump so the goddamn go. I'm like, damn, this shit really built like this for real? Niggas like, yeah. How long you been here? And it's the love niggas show when you first come in like that. It's crazy, cause it's like it's bittersweet. It's bitter cause you hate to see a nigga under these circumstances, but it's sweet cause it's, especially to me, cause like I said, I was locked up in Greensboro, so it was finally good to finally see niggas like, damn, these niggas from the streets, like these my niggas, like, damn, bitch, I'm sleeping in the block with these niggas like every day. I mean, come on now. They like, we already got the food cooking. So I'm like, damn, this shit straight. They playing spades. I hop on the table. But I ain't gonna cap that night. It's like, you know, the first night, usually when you around people, you really ain't gonna get no sleep. You just, boy, you know how it go. Boy, I crash. You crash. Boy, what's such and such doing? Cause you the most recent from the streets. Everybody wanted, you feel me? Well, yeah, everybody, that's all it is. You hit it on the head, reminisce. That's all it is. That's all you gonna do. You first hit, that's all you gonna do is reminisce. You ain't got nothing but time. That's how they distract you. They distract you. That prison can be the best thing to ever happen. You can capitalize off it so much if you really just take the time to think. They giving you nothing but time, day in and day out, to think about a plan.
Damn, like I'm in here with a big dog.
Out the gate.
How was that feeling though? Like
Your first thing on Fed.
Shit, I was 21.
Woo!
I was 21 going to
With the big boys.
Big boys. I'm like, damn. And like, I had a little 5-year bid on some gun shit, you feel me? But at the same time, I'm like, damn, this motherfuckers in here like kingpins and shit that I been sit reading about on TVs and shit. Like, I look around, there's Whitey Bulger and motherfuckers like that in the block, like real mob motherfuckers that you be reading about. And I'm like, man, this shit can't be real. Like, I'm in the feds, but like when you get there, like it's so segregated. Like it ain't nothing like state at all. It ain't nothing like. It's different.
Way more structure.
It's way more structured, way more militant. Like you gonna be sectioned off. Ain't no you chilling by yourself at the feds. Period. Like you can chill by yourself, but it ain't no chilling by yourself. You gonna be with your section.
That's why I said, what's the car?
Like, you got motherfuckers where you from, right? Like you might got motherfuckers that's from down south. It depends on where you at. You dig what I'm saying? You know, all over the United States, they might send motherfuckers from this side way out California. You feel what I'm saying? So you got motherfuckers out California that's from California that's at that camp. You feel what I'm saying? That's the Cali car. That's a West Coast car. So everything that's on the West Coast, they right there. Like from the West Coast to over here, it ain't gonna be no, like, if we on the West Coast, yeah, this the East Coast car. So it's everything from the East Coast. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it ain't that, it's nigga, you black, you white, or you Mexican. You feel me? Because the essays be going crazy over there, period. And prisons over there, the essays go crazy. You ain't got nothing but cartel motherfuckers and shit like that. So it's going crazy over there on the West Coast as far as prisons go, especially like USPs and shit like that. Like motherfuckers be at war, so it's segregated. So no matter where you from, what you doing, if you gang bang and you in the yard and you active, you gonna be fucking with gang members.
That's a fact.
You dig what I'm saying? If you just neutral,
That's the car.
Yeah, that's your car. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be Blood, you could be Pyro, you could be Billy, you could be whatever. You could be from North Carolina. You dig what I'm saying? But you know, you got a North Carolina car, you got a Blood car. You
Yeah,
make a choice.
It's two different, right?
Yeah, you can fuck with the Bloods. You know what I'm saying? You can fuck with niggas from Carolina. But if shit go down and it's time to go and one of them go to war, you gonna have to.
You got to choose.
You gonna have to down.
So what would happen? Say, all right.
But before a war, this is what I'm saying. All right, as far as prayers go, as far as the fear, and this is my first time in as far as observing and all that. Like.
Where was you at? Like, what side? You was on the East Coast at the time?
Yeah, I was on the East Coast. I was in West Virginia. I was at USP Hazleton. That's like a level 7 joint. That's like the second, third worst USP in the United States. Like, we stayed locked down so much. Like, the first time I ever seen some shit go down, like, I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, it wasn't just the actual seeing the action. It was like knowing that the action was going on, because, like, you'll know when shit kick off, because everything get quiet.
Sure.
Like everything quiet. Like this watch the room is like mostly people they from the streets. Like you from the streets, you know when something ain't right. Yeah. You can feel it, you know what I'm saying? You can feel the energy, you can feel the tension, you can feel whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
my first day. Getting on the bus, I ain't gonna say excited, but I knew, I knew I ain't got nothing to worry about.
You were banging already?
Yeah, you feel me?
Yes.
But it wasn't even about that, you feel me? It's just because my right hand man, he just went before me, and then on top of that, I already knew I had my cousin there, you feel me? You feel me? So, and then when I got on the bus, like I said, it was gang time, you feel me? But soon I get off, they say your names and stuff, how much money you got. Off the rip, they throw me in the hole for 30 days. And that's only because, my Cody snitched on me. He was on the yard.
Oh, yeah.
He do his little couple of days while I do my years, you feel me? My time, it was easy because I made it easy, but at the same time, it come about with me, man, just the things that you lost that you can't get back at the time, you feel me? But as far as get back on the main topic,
give me about 30 minutes.
After the 30 days, they let me out. They put me in the block with my cousin, you feel me? So, yeah, they put me in the block with
That's a hell of a motherfucker to be in the block with. Well, that's a funny motherfucker, boy.
So, the things that I couldn't get the first day or whatever, radios, BBC, shoes and stuff like that, I'm getting it, you feel me? So, it's like, that's how it was with me.
That's how
but then, after I did the adult spray and they started getting on, the youth spray and started getting on the adult spray, with no cameras and stuff like that, when you got a gang yard and you just got, a punk yard on the other side, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like...
That's that Whiteville for you.
Exactly. So,
San Francisco and Oakland.
So like...
Compton, goddammit. I'm for real.
I ain't gonna include Pope, you feel my youth spray as, I'm gonna say the adult spray though. Now that's different.
Cool, that is. That's like a different first day.
You got to, whoever you say you are, you got to be who you are.
That's
the main thing, my nigga. And you got to live by that. And
all
then
the time.
it's not. You could be humble and everything, but you'll still have the ones that think that humble is what weak.
The weak,
yeah. You feel me? So
you gotta turn that switch, and those really be the monsters. Part of stuff. Those be the monsters though. Like a majority of the time, a poke especially, 70% of poke is wolfing. That's all somebody gonna do is wolf you and trick you into out. They don't want you to fight. They don't want to fight, so they gonna trick you into not wanting to fight. I'm talking about. I don't think I could count on two hands the amount of people I met that got super duper loud before a fight and won. The person who get the loudest, they can't fight. The person who you might hear and I think that was one of the things.
the loudest, the weakest.
A lot of the times they say you see it. You see it, and it be more so. It don't be more that. See, I wouldn't say that though, cause I ain't gonna lie, boy. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of. I don't know I'm gonna get a lot from this. But boy, anybody who locked up with you, they gonna say. I mean, locked up with me gonna say, "Mom was the loudest person in the block," and I always apologize. I stayed apologizing.
No.
2-3 o'clock in the morning, you got me on the phone. One motherfucker turned me up. I'm got no. Or we having a conversation, cause that's what you get at. You might be 4 o'clock in the morning talking about goddamn which couple got the most money. Goddamn Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys or motherfucking Sierra and Russell Wilson. You feel me? Like it's shit like that motherfuckers is really like. And I was the one, but when it came down to that wolfing. Oh, I can't. You ain't gonna get me involved in that.
Yeah.
They got me at the end of towards the end of my bid when I got in the hole. I started going crazy. Now I started losing my mind. That's when I started wolfing niggas for fun. Hey, Vinny, my nigga can vouch. Boy, I lost my mind in that bitch. Goddamn. Boy, you start doing too many days and they got enough sale by yourself. You get to want the conversation with anybody. Motherfucker say something. The fuck you say, you bitch ass nigga?
I was gonna bring that up. That's the topic.
Wolfing. Oh my goodness.
How has incarceration affected you?
Bad.
Yeah, affected you. You know what I'm saying? How has it affected you?
Like the main thing it is, what every like parents or whatever, grandparents, old ladies out here like, if you did amount of time and you come home. People can tell the damage, but they don't like as far as because your eyes is tell it. Your eyes will show that it's a wild. It's like a jungle. You feel me? You can just tell. But the main thing I'm trying to say is like, I want us to explain it to people. Like it's not we damaged only because of the fact that the thing that it was going through, but.
It's a fucked up situation these people putting us in.
Man, when I first got locked up, it was crazy though. Like you coming off the streets, you young, you ain't number 17, 18, you gang banging and shit, you feel me? That's basically your life and everything around it. So that's what you own, you feel me? Then you take that teenager and you put them in prison, you start them off on the youth spread, you give them time to the point where he ain't got no choice but to grow up in prison. You know what I'm saying? So bam, you take a motherfucker that's 17, 18 years old and you hit him with 10 years. You don't look at that shit like it's life when you get it to him in numbers. So, you know when you young, bro, like we was saying earlier, you ain't got no responsibilities, you ain't got no cares. Shit, the average dumb little situation is funny to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not saying it could be dumb to a certain extent, like what go on at the youth spreads. Motherfuckers getting hit with locks and shots, getting their lockers robbed, getting, you know what I'm saying, beat up in the elevator with motherfucker holding file up over the camera while
Come on now.
motherfucker rob you, your commissary and all that. Like, man, you only doing shit like that because look where they put you. They put you in somewhere isolated where you ain't got nothing else better to do with your time, man. You a young teenager that ain't learned pretty much but how to gang bang and throw a sign. So what you gonna do? You gonna get in trouble. That shit criminal university. All you doing is going to school for being a criminal. You feel me? You ain't getting nothing out of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Especially North Carolina State Prison. 10 of that shit, went in gang banging. man, I came out worse than I was before. That's how it affected me. You come out with PTSD and anxiety and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Both of them.
You know, you either gonna be a bitch, you know what I'm saying, or somebody bitch, or you gonna be what? Instead of a convict, some people look at that not as so different, but it's a difference. You got an inmate. That's what you're gonna become. You're gonna become an inmate, subordinate to everything that they, you know what I'm saying?
Hate it.
Enforce, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Inmates.
Motherfucker having to tell you when to go to sleep, when to get up, make your bed, how to walk in a single file line to wherever the fuck out your block, how to eat. You gotta be quiet. You can't talk. You gotta listen to a TV through your radio. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no privacy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take showers with other motherfuckers. Feel me? Like to see shit happen which causes PTSD. That's why they call it PTSD. That's why most motherfuckers that do time when you get out, you should go file because they owe you some money now. You know what I'm saying? They owe you some money because that shit really fucking you up. That's what prisons is designed for, to break you down mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? It's a gift to it. Like average motherfucker doing time, they come out, we looking youthful. You know what I'm saying? Because we took care of ourselves enough for the most part. You get 3 meals a day, you get plenty of rest. If you work out, that's on you. But if you eat good, you still gonna be big up. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Especially that process.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? Then you come home. You feel me? I feel like, yeah, you look good, but they can't see that pain though.
They can't.
You look good, yeah, you look good, you look healthy, boy, you done got big. God damn, what? Hey, how old you say you was? Yeah, I'm such and such. What? But they don't see that pain in your eyes, though.
They see the glow. It's like
see
they
that pain in your eyes
crazy.
from where, you know what I'm saying, you was sitting in that bitch and you ain't had no choice but to hustle and get it off the land, you feel me? Because you couldn't even get $10, $20 from a loved one. You feel me? Or a motherfucker that say they was this, that, and the third to you, or claim to be this, that, and the third to you. You know what I'm saying? Not even with doing time, because wherever you at in the facility, you doing time, you behind closed doors, you ain't free. You doing time. So we gonna take it back to the county jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I just sat for 5 months. Just came home a couple of days ago. I just sat for 5 months on a $100,000 bond for a petty drug charge. You feel me? Like, you know, for those who know me, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know I'm big game, mobbing. You feel me? Big game, but you know, my game, you feel me? Like, they won't deal for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody try to bond me out, you feel me? Like, you know, niggas, I understand some people is less fortunate, and I don't feel like nobody owe me nothing, but for, you know, a lot of people to say they look up to me and say they love me and they respect me and shit, I just reached out to them and asked for their help. I couldn't get no help, you feel me? 5 months later, they dropped my bond, boom. I gotta go kiss a little bit more ass. I got me some help, I'm out. But like, at the end of the day, I said all that to say this, man. At the end of the day, man, we just gotta figure out a better way to keep us out of there and from having to go through all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And like, time period, you feel me? And for the youth, like,
it's not it.
It's getting worse and worse, you feel me? Somewhere it's got to break so we can show these younger guys that's coming up, like, man, listen, bro, that shit ain't no walk in the park. That shit ain't nothing to get comfortable in, you feel me? You talking about first time going to prison and all that, man, that ain't what motherfuckers want in their life, you know what I'm saying? It's fucking their life up.
Right.
Man, I'd like to thank y'all boys for coming out today. Man, support my first episode of this little podcast.
What's the name?
If Walls Could Talk. Y'all can follow all of us on our social medias. And I want to take time out to say all of this is directed specifically to the youth, man. I wish somebody would have took the time out when I was younger. Like, that I knew that really lived it. It's one thing when you, cause you don't believe it in them. But when you really lived it, I wish one of them people who really lived it would have took the time out to really sit down and tell me that this ain't it. Cause it ain't. They got us out here crashing, and then we going into slavery. We signing ourselves up for slavery. We might as well still be in the 1860s instead of 2000s. Feel me? But y'all really tune in, cause we gonna change this thing one day at a time. Thank y'all. That was fire.